Chapter 1: The State of Industrial Farming Today. Imagine a giant farm where thousands of animals live together. This is not the quaint vision of rolling pastures and happy animals one might expect. Instead, these massive farms, called factory farms or industrial farms, have become a dominant force in how many people around the world get their meat, dairy, and eggs. Although these farms can efficiently produce a large amount of food, they also come with significant concerns for animals, people, and the environment. In this chapter, we will explore what these industrial farms are like, how they operate, and their effects on our world. What is industrial farming? Industrial farming is a method of raising animals and growing crops to produce food on a large scale. These farms are designed to maximize output and minimize costs, which often means packing as many animals as possible into a small space. You'll mostly find chickens, pigs, and cows on these farms. But what are the conditions like for these animals, and how are these farms set up to produce so much food? The life of animals on factory farms. In a factory farm, animals typically live in crowded spaces. Chickens, for instance, might be packed into large warehouses, with barely any room to spread their wings. They're raised primarily for meat or eggs, growing rapidly due to special breeding and feed to ensure they reach a size that can be sold quickly. Pigs also spend their lives in tight pens that restrict their movement, and cows are often kept in crowded feedlots before being taken to slaughter. Life on these farms is usually uncomfortable for animals. For chickens, this might involve living on wire floors that can hurt their feet or spending their entire life indoors without sunlight. Pigs face similar issues, with many unable to turn around in their confinement. Cows might not experience the green fields often depicted in commercials, but instead find themselves standing in lots filled with mud and waste. The scale of global meat production. Now let's broaden the perspective to understand just how much meat is produced globally. The world has a huge appetite for meat, with billions of chickens, pigs, and cows processed every year. As countries develop and more people can afford meat, the demand continues to increase, driving the growth of these massive farms. It's estimated that about 80 billion land animals are raised and slaughtered worldwide each year. This extensive production has fueled incredible growth in the meat industry, with the United States, Brazil, China, and the European Union being the biggest players in producing pork, beef, and poultry. Industrial farming has enabled these countries to produce vast quantities of meat quickly and efficiently, but it raises questions about sustainability and ethical treatment.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?